Happy New Year. How are you? I hope you guys are doing amazing. So I decided this year, in the spirit of it being 2020 and fresh starts, to sort of kind of do a rebranding of my channel. And so I'm going to try to get more different types of videos out to you guys instead of just always doing top 10s and being lazy and stuff like that. I'm going to put lots more effort in this channel and my videos. So here's to 2020. And if you don't know, hi, my name is Megan, and to start off 2020, I am going to do a video, and it's obviously the title is my story, so basically just all about me and who I am and all that fun stuff. So I should give you a backstory before I start on my story. I do have a sister. Her name is Sarah. We are 7 years apart, and for the reasoning for that is my parents didn't wait to have more children. They had difficulty having more children because when my sister was being birthed, she came out too fast and she tore my mom's insides and made her bleed internally, and she almost died. It was a big thing. So they did try in between my sister's birth and mine, and my mom at least had one miscarriage that I'm aware of. Maybe more, I don't know, I'll have to ask her. But then in 95, they got pregnant with me, and on April 22nd, 1996, I came into this world, which makes me 23 years old. And so yeah, like I said, I have a sister who is 7 years older than me, and that I always say is a blessing and a curse. When I was younger, I always felt like, more so in my teens, felt like it was a curse because she always acted like a second mom to me. But when I was really, really small, she was the coolest thing in the whole world, and I just wanted to be exactly like her. And now that I'm in my 20s, she's more like one of my best friends, and I go to her for advice and stuff because she's already been through it. And yeah, so growing up, we were middle class. I had everything I needed. I had clothes, food, shelter, school, everything. And just that little bit more. And my parents, my entire life, even now, are such hard workers, and I'm so thankful for them. So thank you so much, Mom and Dad. I love you. But yeah, I had a pretty normal childhood, if I do say so myself. I grew up in this really small village. Yes, it's a village. I met my first best friend, Jenna, in preschool, and we were best friends until 5th grade, and then we sort of drifted apart. And I met my best friend currently, whose name is also Megan. I swear she's an actual person, in Young Fives, which is basically, I always say it's like a kindergarten for shy kids. And we've been best friends ever since. So yeah, we've honestly been through everything together, and I just love her so much. Anyway, so yeah, I would go to this my babysitter's house. Her name's Myrna. I absolutely love going to her house, even after sorry, I'm getting over a cold. Even after I, didn't need to go to her house anymore, like I could stay home by myself because I was old enough, I would always beg my mom to let me go and spend the night there because I absolutely loved it. Like, she was a no-nonsense kind of person, and it was her way or the highway. She's the only person who could ever get me to drink white milk, because if I didn't drink white milk, I couldn't have anything else. And she's the only person that I can remember that actually made me eat my food. Like, I'm sure my parents did, but she was, if you don't eat it now, you eat it later. It's gonna get eaten one way or another. And honestly, I was slightly terrified of her, but I loved her to death. And her siblings, her children were like my much older siblings. And now I have a really great relationship with her daughter, and yeah, and I love her and her family so much, and I'm so grateful that my mom had me go to her. And like, so she lived out in the country, and my cousins went, and so we were always outside playing different games, and I have really, really good memories going to her house. And school, I went to public school from preschool to 1st grade, and then in 1st grade, they were going to hold me back, but my parents told them they didn't want them to hold me back, and back then you could move your child to the next grade, but they were going to hold me back anyway. So that is when I made the transition to a private Christian school where some of the kids at my church went. Yes, I am a Christian, proud of it, been my entire life. But yeah, and I went there from 2nd grade to 4th grade and then 5th grade after 2 years of begging my mom to let me go back to public school to be with my friends. Not that I didn't make any friends there, but I'm not gonna badmouth that place, but it was kind of crazy. I got to go back to public school from 5th grade until I graduated high school in 2014. And I had so many good friends and such good memories in that time that I was at my high school, middle school. I got baptized when I was younger. I think I was in later elementary. And I went to I went to Sunday school when we went to church every other Sunday because my mom had to work every other Sunday. And I went to Wednesday nights. I went to youth group sometimes. We went on mission trips. I loved the mission trips. They were so much fun. What else? I played sports. Yes, I am not a sports person at all, but I played sports because my sister played sports. So I played softball from a wee little tag. I didn't play t-ball. I played like the year after t-ball, all the way up until 7th grade, and then I did basketball in 5th grade and volleyball in 7th grade. And then I did cheerleading in 3rd grade, and then my school did away with cheerleading due to budget cuts, and then we brought it back in my junior year of high school, I think. And so then I did it for the last 2 years of high school, and I was also in band from 5th grade until 11th grade. Not 11th grade, 10th grade, where I had to quit band because I went to this thing called, it was basically like classes, the college classes, but you were still in high school, but you got credit for it. But it was at this center that wasn't a college. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really bad at explaining things. But anyway, and so I would go to my normal high school in the morning for the first 3 periods, and then we would have lunch. And for the last 3 periods, I would be there. And band was always 2nd hour, so I couldn't take band. And because I had to do essential classes that I had so I could graduate. And I tried it my sophomore year doing just going in and practicing with them, but not actually having the class, and it made my grades go down. So my mom's like, no, you have to quit, which was really sad. But I did choir my freshman year of high school, and I did church choir, like youth choir at my church, and I did Girl Scouts. Oh my gosh, I loved Girl Scouts, and I was so mad my mom made me quit, but then in later years, I was so happy she did. Because, okay, here's the thing on that. So, I don't remember what grades I was in, but I did Girl Scouts for quite a few years. But my mom was the troop leader. I'm sorry, I just spit. With my then best friend Jenna's mom, and I think my now best friend Megan's mom, Jackie, was a troop leader. I don't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. Friends and family. And then my mom wasn't going to do it anymore, so she made me quit, and I was really mad at her, but I'm really glad that she did. And then, college. So, I am currently still in college 6 years later. Yes, I know, it's taking forever. But, here's the tea on that, friends. So, my first year of college was typical, except I roomed with one of my old friends, but she transferred schools, so we had kind of lost touch, but then we met again, and her then best friend needed another roommate, so I did that, but that ended disastrously in bullying to me. And then my sophomore and junior year of college, I was in a different dorm that was off campus. That was a little bit better, but I was alone. Like, I didn't talk to my roommate, so I was constantly alone. That's my fault. And then my senior year, I moved in with my grandparents, and I still live with my grandpa because my grandma passed away in 2018. And so my first 2 years of college, we went by quarters, and then we switched to semesters, which messed up me and a bunch of other people. Like, so a bunch of our credits didn't count, so we had to take all these other classes. And my program was originally a 5-year program, so I should have graduated last year, but because of the switchover, I lost a bunch of credits, so I had to go for longer. And then this past year, I had to go down to my first semester. I had to go down to 2 classes, and then this semester I had to go down to 1 because of financial aid. So it's gonna take a little bit longer, but hopefully I'm gonna graduate. That's my goal, is to graduate from college with my bachelor's degree. But yeah, boyfriends. Let's talk about boyfriends. In middle school, I like to say I was a whore, but I wasn't a whore. I had a lot of boyfriends in middle school, and they were like a week-long relationship, and all we did was hold hands. And they always broke up with me because I wouldn't do anything other than hold hands. And then in high school, I had 2 big relationships. For the first half of high school, first freshman and half of sophomore year, I dated this guy named Devin, who was an angel, and I was such a B to him. And I'm Devin, if you're watching, I'm so sorry. And I wish you all the best. He's married now, so hey, worked out for the best, I guess. But we dated for 8 months altogether, I think. And then my next relationship was with this guy named Alex, and we dated from April of my sophomore year all the way up until August, the August right before I went to college. So we dated for 2.5 years, give or take. And so that was my biggest relationship yet. And then after him was this guy named Eddie, and we met the last half of my freshman year, and we didn't start dating until that summer of college, by the way. And we dated for 1.5 years, and then we broke up due to different beliefs of where our life was headed and just what we like to do in our free time. And then I met my boyfriend now, the September after, well, okay, so Eddie broke up with me in September of my junior year of college. And then like a week later, I met Mitchell. And we were friends kind of for a year, and then we started dating the October of my senior year, so 2017, on Halloween. And we've been dating ever since, and it's almost been 2.5 years. So I've almost broken my longest relationship record. We broke his long time ago. But he's just amazing, and I love him, and he's so perfect for me. And yes, he gets on my nerves sometimes, but I love him so much. I mean, I feel like that's in any relationship. So yeah, I think this might be the one, but who knows? Fingers crossed. I'm really, really sucky at this, and I hope you guys liked this video. My sister's was much more put together, by the way. She has a channel. Go check that out. If I remember, I'll link it. I don't have anything else. If you have any other questions, comment down below what they are. And here's to an amazing 2020 and an amazing year of channel growth. Fingers crossed. And just self-improvement and just a great year of life. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you can see more videos by me. Excuse me, sorry. I post new videos every Friday at 4. I hope you guys have an amazing day, an amazing weekend, life, year, whatever. By the way, I forgot to mention I'm from Michigan. And thank you guys so much for watching.